Hey, my genius creators. This is Jackie Lynn, your friendly learning genie. And today we are about to get it in with live worksheets again. The purpose of this tutorial is to look at how we're going to look at student results. Very simple. Remember, this is all about making everything easy for you and less time consuming, because we know as educators how much we have to do. So grading papers was my biggest pet peeve. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I still hate it to this day. I hate the stacks of paper. I hated coming home. I hated when it was report card time and having to grade papers and looking through all the documents. But this way, LiveWorksheets and some other platforms, you're still able to do worksheets in a worksheet format. You can print them out if you like them as well. But the main thing is that it grades, it's self-grading, number one. And then you can also download a CSV or an Excel spreadsheet so that you can have for your records when it is time for grading and inputting grades and scores and things like that, and putting them on a spreadsheet. So that's what I love about this, especially if you're tech friendly. This is easy for you if you are a new teacher that is in the game and you are young. You should be tech savvy. So therefore, this should be very simple for you to do. So let's go. Multiplying fractions is one thing that we've been working on recently. Excuse my voice. I've been talking all day teaching my class, and I've been recording videos, so forgive me. Taking a sip of water. Multiplying fractions. So all we have to do to look at the student results is to click on student results. If I don't want the right answers to be shown, I can change that. And then when students get their answers, they won't see the right answers to know if they got it right or wrong. So after they finish, they can see. So I like that. Checking options. With fractions, I'm going to ignore the capital letters. The accents, I apologize for that. The accents. Punctuation marks, I'm not going to do that. But the capital letters, I will. Keeping those changes. And then I'm also going to, we already have the cover. It's already been assigned. I don't want to duplicate it right now. So now let's focus on the results. And here we go. So with the results, I'm going to scroll through. And as you can see, I can see who's completed and who hasn't, right? So as I scroll through, I can see who has completed the 2 worksheets thus far and what day they completed the worksheets and their score. Now, if I want to take this and input it into my grade book by hand, I can do that as well. Or I can export all of this as an Excel document and then upload it to my docs. Or print it out and have like a grade book. It's up to you how you want to do it. Or open up your own roster in your Google Drive that you already have and just go over and add the grades real quick in the math grade. I don't know, whichever you want to do. If you have an online grade book, however it is, the whole point is that you don't have to do this part, which is do the actual grading. The grade book transfer, that's easy. It's the grading that is so time consuming. So here we go. And if you have multiple classes, like you teach middle school or high school, you can do that here and have multiple groups. So as I scroll through, I can see as an educator, as a teacher, how they're doing. Do I need to reteach this lesson, these lessons, these concepts? So far, so good. And so for this one, I may want to look and see why this particular student the 7.9 here. And I may want to go back over models. So some have not turned it in, and some have on different dates because they had a time frame. So let's take a look at this student. Now, I can see that this particular student had 2 exercises. They finished them. Their total points is 17. So really, I don't even have to grade anything. If I want to put all of this in one math workbook, I could do that. It's up to you how you want to work this and put all the pages in and organize them. It's up to you, honestly. And this is supplemental to what you already have. Yes, it's a little bit of extra work, but you don't have to grade the papers. So that's the thing I like about it. Yes, you can use your benchmark. Yes, you can use your curriculum platforms that you have. Those are other options. But this is also another option as well. So I can scroll through. I can write on here. I can change the grade if I feel like something's wrong with the worksheet. I can have the student repeat the exercise. I can write on here if I want to and give notes. I can undo what I just did. So I can give feedback to the students as well. Then I can see what they did here. They put 18 instead of 16. They probably meant to put 16. But that was the one that they got wrong. And if it was classwork, I can tell when they completed it. If it was homework, I can tell if they completed it at home. So miss me with that. That's why I like it as well. Because of the time. Ain't no lying. No cap. All right, so this one is looking at area models. And maybe this particular student didn't count all the way, all of the units that were made to see that it was 21. 3, 6, 3, 6. It's not 21. It's 6, 7, 8. 8 and 2 is 16. So it's 16 units. And I didn't really need to do that and count that, but I just wanted to show you how the students have to do it because they could have used the method going across 6 and 16. She could have done that. But this lets me know that this particular student was really trying to use the visual model. That's what this lets me know. Now, to challenge those other students, I'm going to have them draw out models and see if they can create their own models. And they can do it digitally or they can do it on paper. It's up to them. But this is for sure a student that tried to use the actual models. So when I go before the kids in front of the classroom, I'm going to discuss that with the students. Some of them just did the actual multiplying across. So I might have them start to label each unit so I know that they know. So that they know that this was 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6. Or for her, I can give her feedback and say this is 1, 16 if I wanted to. Or I can put a text box and say 1, 16. And that's the kind of feedback I can give. So this is a very good tool. And then when I'm done, I'm going to save the changes. And then when she comes back to look at hers, she'll see the feedback as well. So this is a wonderful tool, a wonderful resource for in-person educators, distance learning educators, tutors, after-school programs, mentors, homeschoolers, or homeschool educators. So I hope that this has been a good resource for you. Please let me know if you enjoyed this tutorial for what it is for learning purposes and how you did with adding worksheets and giving feedback. Thank you very much. Once again, this is Jackie Lynn, the Learning Genie. Thank you for getting it in with Jackie Lynn. Have a great day.